My name's Brian Hayes, and I'm the creative director on EA Sports UFC. I remember renting UFC 1 and 2 on VHS tapes and being like blown away and thinking like, what the heck is this stuff? But so I've been a fan for a long time. A lot of people on the team have been fans for a long time. So yeah, it's a tremendously passionate and really talented team at EA Canada working on this game. Almost daily, we have points of contact with the UFC depending on what department we need to, get information from. Their vice president of entertainment is a guy that I speak with probably at least 4 or 5 times a week, whether it be on email or on a phone call. But yeah, there have been great partners to work with thus far. One of the first things that happened, we signed the deal with them, and then a few short weeks after, there was an event in Seattle, Washington, which is just a couple hours away drive from the studio at EA Canada, and they hooked the entire development team up with tickets to go see that fight live. So we took a couple buses down. The entire team got to go see a UFC event. It was an amazing experience, and they've been great partners. Our game is new, just inherently, because we had to build it from the ground up. We had to create all the fighters ourselves. We're building it on new technology, the EA Sports Ignite engine, and we're building it for new hardware, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So, it's inherently brand new. I don't know that it's fair to say that we're taking anything or not taking anything or what have you. For lack of a better way of saying it, we're taking a very Jeet Kune Do approach to, developing this game from a design standpoint. It's like there's been a lot of attempts at fighting games, mixed martial arts games, and we can look at all of those and we can say, hey, you know what? This works pretty well. We're going to sort of keep something like this, and this doesn't work well, so we're going to throw that away and find some other solution. And that's basically the way we look at it. As far as are we going to take anything directly from any other game? From THQ, I think we're going to keep using the Octagon, but that's, we're required to do that. So, but other than that, we are trying to make this game our own. But certainly, it's a mixed martial arts game. There's going to be some similarities, but it's a brand new game from the ground up. The controls for every fighter are more or less universal, but it's the expression of that control that will be different. So if I'm a Muay Thai fighter, my kick will look different than if I'm a karate fighter, but you'll hit the same button to perform a kick. And then that kick in gameplay, it might be faster, it might be more powerful, it might have a different, strength or weakness or susceptibility to being countered, but that's how your style is expressed. The control will be universal across all fighters, but what they do or, what that gives you from your fighter will be different based on what their style is. The controls we're playing with here on the pre-alpha gameplay demo are just for the purposes of a demo, so we are still testing and experimenting with a variety of different controls for all facets of the game. So it'll be a while before we can say like, hey, this is how you're going to play the game and this is what it's going to be like. So yeah, at this point, it's all to be determined. We've done a lot of fighter head capture or facial head scanning for a lot of UFC fighters. As far as actual mocap, we haven't done any official mocap with any of the fighters yet in terms of putting them in the full-on suit with the balls everywhere and the infrared cameras. We've done facial likeness capture, and I think we'll look in the future. We have our last few mocap shoots coming up, and I think that's when we're going to try and look to maybe partner with some high-level athletes. One of the coolest things I think that the entire team should be proud of is the fact that we're at Gamescom, despite the fact that we're so early in development, and we were able to show an asset on stage at the press conference that was really very visually compelling in terms of like the visual quality of the characters and what they looked like when they were fighting, and they got in that guillotine choke, and you could see Gustafsson straining to finish that stuff off and Jones straining to get out of it. I think the whole team should be really proud of the effort they put in to get something together for us to be here at Gamescom. And by the time the game ships, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other things we're really proud of, but most notably we'll be probably making, definitely making the best mixed martial arts game thus far in human history. It's coming spring 2014 to Xbox One and PlayStation 4.